Final Fantasy 8. Okay, so this guy is pretty close to dying because I said so, but again, when you get low in health, you really need to start healing yourselves. Another thing about healing or casting healing magic in general is it's more effective when you use it on your teammates as opposed to yourself. Sometimes there will be like a slight boost of chance, I guess, where the magic will heal you like the maximum it would heal. But most of the time when you try and heal yourself, it's not as effective as if you were to do it on a teammate. And again, I'm finished drawing, so we're going to use our Guardian Forces to pretty much try and take this thing out. So yeah. And this thing died to hell. Why is it exploding? I don't know. But, yeah. He's dead. So now, basically, we have to escape and head back to the beach in 30 minutes, which is really a long period of time. Even with what's about to happen, it's just a very long amount of time. But you'll see what I'm talking about in a couple seconds. So we get this mechanical spider that we have to fight, and it's probably the biggest pain in the ass. There's just a lot of things that pretty much come into this, but basically all we have to do is down it and then run. By running, you hold down the two left and right second triggers, so R2 and L2, and you will run away from a battle. But to down this guy, we need to use thunder magic, lots of it, and use our Guardian Force to bring it down. And once we do about 1,000 damage, it will go down, and we will be able to run away. Now, when it's down, you can actually deplete its life to 0, which is very hard, and just a lot of things go into it. By beating it, you will not get any XP, but you will get just a shitload of AP that will go towards learning skills and stuff very fast and early in the game. And the bad part is this enemy doesn't stay dead. It re-heals itself. Not only if it gets up again will it heal itself, but after the battle it will return to hunt you down regardless. So there is a way to kill it, which I'll talk about later on, but it's close to one of the most impossible things, I guess, that's just really close to impossible to even happen because it's so early in the game, but it is technically, I guess, possible. But let's see, after this attack if it still stands up. If it is, we're gonna have to hit it with some more magic, but it should be downed by this. Okay, so it's down, but fucking Zell needs to attack it for whatever reason. But let's escape, and we escaped, yes. Now it's down and we have to run. Now another reason why I didn't jump off the cliff in the earlier episode is because it's important to know the layout of these curves right here, because if you don't, you could get touched, and then, I mean, you would have to fight it again, which is really hella annoying, and just no one likes that, so yeah. So coming down here, we are safe just for a little bit until this asshole jumps here again. And, he's pretty persistent, I'll give him that. This part is the bridge, where you can actually officially kill him. But, alright, so the bridge is what I hate the most, because he jumps ahead of us, and if you go back, he will jump backwards, but if you do it too fast, he will fight you again. I'm gonna skip it because it's pretty much the same battle you saw in the beginning, and it's pretty boring. So now we get this running sequence where we will no longer have to fight him. Another thing to know is, again, if you're really just pro at this game, I think there's a max number of maybe 5 or 6 times you can actually down him and then actually defeat him. So each time I think the AP you get increases, so you can really just uber him and learn just a whole bunch of techniques very early on in the game. And again, it's very, very useful, but it's quite up there in the difficulty, so yeah. And we escaped, and that thing was pretty difficult, and it was a pain and a hassle, but we survived, so that's good, right? Okay, so we go ahead and we continue on. We can go ahead and search this city, and there's a lot of noticeables that I will go through, and then after that we will save. So first is this drop point, which is obviously just right there. We can take back some of the thunders we lost, but talk to this guy too. He knows Zell, and it's nice, a little bit of dialogue, and I talked about that earlier in the game. I kind of like the characters that are just standing around and stuff because they have meaningful dialogue. It's just not bullshit that just comes out of their mouth, and that's something I really liked. Now here we have one of the shops in the, I guess, city. I was about to say game, but obviously. And you can go ahead, buy and stock up on whatever you need or want. And coming out, we can talk to this lady right here who is known as the Queen of Cards, and there's just a lot of aspects about her. Basically, she determines the rules and trends that happen throughout different places, and you can even challenge her to a card game, but I'm not, again, too entirely sure on whether I'm going to play the card game or not. For now, I'm just going to be showing locations of where rare cards are, and I don't know, I guess I'll come to a decision or not sooner or later. Anyways, coming up into the train, we come right here and we will find a book called Timber Maniacs, and reading it we will get some information, but we'll talk about that later as there's more scattered throughout the game. Coming over here, it's kind of difficult to see, but there's a house right here and you can actually go inside of it, and it is the house of Zell. Anyways, we could talk to his mom and we could go ahead and look around, but if we go ahead and go up to the door on the right, we will get something that's kind of funny, and it's a noticeable, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Searching rooms and being thorough in your searches, you eventually decide to like find something at some point. Well, here, right here, we got a message saying we found the old Timber Maniacs magazine, and then there's a pause and it says not, and it's just kind of a joke on, hey, you didn't find anything, but it gave you a notification that you found something, and it's again a noticeable. And we'll come out and we are going to save, so let's go ahead and head out. And right here is a gas station where you can also rent a car and drive it around, and to use a car you will need gas, but we'll get into that later when I actually buy or rent one. And this is outside obviously, and this is where we're gonna be saving, so to be continued on Squall Adventures, I mean Final Fantasy 8.
A NOOBS and db.productions video.